Hey guys, what's going on? I'm working on a Mercedes-Benz 2015 250 Sprinter van today, and this video is kind of more directed towards the professional detailer because we're going to be using the VX5000 today. As you know, I use the VX5000 in all of my interiors to do just basic interior cleaning and things like that, leather care, which is great. I'm also going to be using it to remove odor and bacteria in this vehicle. Now, my client brought me this vehicle and it smells very strong, like chemicals. What had happened was they had taken it to they had a previous detailer who used massive amounts of chemicals in the interior to clean it, and their clients, because this is a transport vehicle for their very high profile clients, their clients had complained that they were getting nauseous because of the amount of chemicals smell in the vehicle. So that's what I'm here today. I'm here to remove that odor, and I'm not battling fire with fire, chemicals versus chemicals. I'm using the VX5000 steam cleaner, which is what I do again in my interiors to prevent this sort of thing, the very potent chemical smell. So today I'm going to show you basically how to get the smells out of the interior the correct way so that they don't return. Alright guys, so as most of you know me right now, I usually start in the back, which is where I'm going to start on this vehicle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a basic interior cleaning like I would do any normal vehicle. Now, if you're not familiar with how I do interior cleanings, there's plenty of videos on YouTube that I'm sure you can find that kind of describe what I'm going to be doing before I do the odor removal or the chemical smell removal treatment. So basically I'm going to protect everything, all the plastic and all the vinyl and the seats and the dashboard and all that. I'm going to steam clean all the door jambs and steam clean all the plastics and the windows. I'm going to clean the windows. I'm going to do a thorough vacuum and cleaning. Everything that I would normally do, okay? I'm going to get that out of the way. For the main purpose, the main reasoning is if I'm steam cleaning the carpets to get the odor or the smell out and I have debris, you know, because of the steam falling down from like the door jambs or the ceiling, or there's things in the carpet that I haven't vacuumed out yet, so what I'm doing is I'm actually steam cleaning dirt or whatever back into the carpet and creating a stain, or you know, just increasing the odor. It doesn't really make any sense to me. So do a thorough cleaning of the entire interior first, then come back and do your initial odor removal. Alright guys, so I cleaned all of the roof and all of the carpet and really vacuumed it real well and wiped everything down, all the door jambs and things like that. I didn't do the carpet that I'm standing on for obvious reasons. I'm standing on, so what I'll do is I'll do like the top half, because I'll still have to have, you know, be standing either, you know, near the end. So I'll vacuum this area, then I'll steam clean it, then I'll step out of the vehicle, vacuum the other half, and then steam clean it. That way I haven't stepped on the carpet, it's all new. Before I do that, obviously, I'm going to come through here when I steam clean everything with a brush, get all the fibers one direction, make it look nice, make it not look like I came in here and rushed, you know, things like that. It's all about presentation. So now that we've got everything done, there's two things I need to steam clean. One is just a real fine mesh that you would find on the overhead. So when you're using the steam cleaner, again, I know that I've said this before in stain removal videos, keep it in mind, this is very light material, very thin material. On the other side of this material is glue. Now if you steam this and you keep going, this glue is going to get soft and it's going to sag. You need to be very, very careful with this material, okay, or at least with the overhead, just with the glue. That's what you're trying to keep in mind. So when you're steam cleaning, two things. One, move quickly and move often. So don't sit there and steam clean and just stay right there, because it is going to be a big problem for you, you know, in a few seconds. So move quickly, move often, and because it's so thin, there's not going to be a lot of odors that are going to be stuck in here. They're going to be stuck in this really thick padded carpet. This is where a lot of your odor is going to be. Now, if you are in a car and it smells like smoke, they're trying to remove cigarette smoke, you're going to want to check the driver door overhead, okay? Because even though they have the window down, that's where that smoke is going to go. So again, just keep in mind, when you're removing smoke from the driver door overhead, you know, overhead, Move quickly, move often, and let it dry. You know, take a second, let it dry, smell it. If you still smell some things, hit it again, but you know, definitely give it time to dry. That way it doesn't start sagging and you cause yourself a lot of trouble. So we're gonna hit two things. We're gonna go ahead and hit the overhead, and then I'm gonna go right down to the carpet once I get all the overhead done. So I'll show you how. I'll show you the difference. Let me show you the difference real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna do this section and this section just so you can see the difference. So, you know, carpet, overhead. So let's do the overhead real quick. Now I've got my VX5000. I've got the triangle nozzle, so it's got 3 nozzles coming out, and then I've got a hold on, I'll show you what I got going on here. My head fell off, so I got the 3 nozzles with the triangle. Okay, then what you're gonna do, take a terry towel, white. If you use a colored, if you use a cheap, at least a cheap, if you use a cheap colored towel, the dye from the towel will bleed into whatever you're steam cleaning. So just be aware of that, okay guys? Definitely I always recommend white. Yeah, don't use terry towels that are dyed, don't use microfiber towels that are dyed, because that's a lot of trouble too. So, okay, so overhead, carpet, here we go. This is what you're gonna do with the overhead. Now I did 2 passes, okay, so I went this way and then went this way. I'm gonna let this dry, okay, because it's a little wet, but notice nothing's sagging. That's how quickly you're gonna move when you're on sealing. Now carpet, take time. What I like to do, fibers are in a hatch pattern, okay, up, down, left, right. So I'll go diagonal one direction, okay, so I'm going this way, okay. Then I'll come back, go this way, okay. So if they're checkerboard, you know what I'm saying? They're checkerboard, you're going this way and this way, so you're getting all possible angles. And then you can go like that. So you see the difference? Just you don't have to be so cautious about this, you know, the carpet padding as much as you do the ceiling. So again, top to bottom, I'm gonna do the entire ceiling, then I'm gonna drop down here, I'm gonna do this shelf of carpet, and then I'm gonna do all this carpet all on the walls, go all the way down to the floor. I'm gonna stop, I'm gonna vacuum this half of the section, then I'm gonna steam clean it, and then I'm gonna jump out of the truck, I'm gonna vacuum the other lower half, and then steam clean it, and then the entire interior will be done of the back of the truck. Then we're gonna go inside. All right guys, I was kind of short on time. I'm here, I'm almost on my 11th hour of detailing this car. So I was kind of short on time, so forgive me if I didn't show you everything, but like I said, interior clean like normal, then you come in just like the back, steam clean all of the surface area with the terry towel and the steamer. That's how I do it. That's the best way I have found. You can do other things after that, like if you put it in an ozone machine for like 6 or 8 hours, that also will pull out odors and bacteria and things like that to just make sure that the smell does not come back. Unlike when you're cleaning paint, you can tell right away this paint looks good. But if you're telling somebody that you can remove odors and bacteria or smells or chemical smell like we had to deal with, and you can say, yeah, I can get that out. Well, if you're doing anything, spraying anything or cleaning or doing the steamer like I did, it's gonna, you either get two things. You're either gonna get used to the smell, so it's not gonna smell like it was when you first saw the vehicle if you've been working on it for a couple of hours, or 2, whatever you're doing, you're gonna think, okay, well, I don't smell it anymore, so it's not there anymore, and then it comes back. So just make sure that when you're dealing with odors, you're doing very, very thorough work, getting every area, even if it looks clean, hit it, because that's going to prevent the smell from coming back. So the thorough cleaning, then the steam cleaning, you should be good to go. So this is how I remove odors and bacterias, or like I said with this vehicle in particular, chemical smells from the interior of a vehicle, using the VX5000 with steam instead of trying to battle it with other chemicals.